on a Thursday. Hey everyone, welcome in. I thought I would jump on and do a quick live. I've got a bit of listing to do, so I thought I would just do it up here, see if anyone's available for a chat and talkity talk, and I'll run through some of the stuff which I picked up today and yesterday. Let me just put that on do not disturb. A couple of minutes. Oh, I picked up a couple of vintage orders. If you follow me on Instagram, you see that I've spent quite a bit on vintage. This here is a John Lewis penguin. Oh, I should have changed my battery on that. I might have to change it. Yeah, John Lewis penguin. I think it's like, I don't know what year it is actually, but it is a Jellycat collaboration, so I got that for a couple of quid. And then another John Lewis Jellycat collab are these little owls. Super cute. Little jelly, I don't know if you can see that, the little Jellycat tag there, but I managed to get 3 for £10, which is pretty cool. Someone's selling one of these for 40 quid. So, I don't know. I'll aim a little bit lower because I have 3. But how cute are they? And then in town, I picked up a pair of trousers from Sense for £1. They're Gant. Men's Gant trousers for a quid. They are Jason normal waist, regular fit. So a 38 waist, 32 leg. £1 for some navy Gant trousers, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to list that today. Then a Glamour long sleeve jumper for £3.60, 100% wool. This is called Garfield Annual. I've just recently picked up a Cindy Annual. I listed it and it sold within the day. It was a 1973-76 annual for £1, and it sold for about £16, which is pretty cool. Everybody loves Garfield, which is yeah, Garfield's nice. Paper chain 125 originally, but I did pick up another Garfield thing. And I'll quickly show you. Whilst I'm waiting for people to come on here. Hey, how are you? Look at this. He's cool, ain't he? Look at his top hat. I think solds are on him for about 20 odd quid. Cost me £3. I just want to double check actually underneath that he's got his original sticker. But I know there's like big collectors of Garfield. Oh yeah, there you go. Well, not his sticker, his stamp. So 1978 Garfield. He's ceramic. Nice little top hat. It doesn't really have no chips, just a little bit of cracking on the paint. But he's going to get listed. I thought it was cute. And then a couple of plush. This Peter Rabbit. This is from, I think this is a Gund one. No. Frederick, I can't read that. Frederick Warne & Co. 2007. So nice big Peter Rabbit there. And then this is the Gund one. This one sells for about 15 quid. £2.50. It does have its original tag. Benjamin Bunny. He's nice. I should really get a better light to come down here so you can see it better. But yeah, £2.50 into 15. I'm a sucker for plush anyway. He was £3.50. I haven't done the research on him, so probably looking around the same type. And then the last, it's quite thin on the ground today actually, but this really nice East Artisan jumper. Got nice coloured embroidery there. That cost £3. So really like chunky knit. Yeah. Not bad, not bad, not the best. Oh yeah, and I always forget. And I got this thing. I thought it was a Furby, but it's not. It's got this weird thing here. I did research it. It is like similar Furby-ish. I know that people are trying to bring back like classic 80s toys. Let me just restore that and then I'll tell you what it is. How's everybody doing? How are we all doing? What are we doing? Are we listing? Are we being busy? This guy is fluff. What the fluff? What the fluff interactive toy. Okay, it says it's working on this. I will have to check. But you can see it's got like blue eyes. 20 quid someone's listing. Similar to Furby. So yeah, I was right. What the fluff? Okay. 20 quid pre-owned. Ah, might be something to look out for then. Let me look at swords. Furbies. I don't know, but he has got some eyes under there somewhere. They're rather creepy. Alright, oh, there they are. We can see. I'll put some batteries in it, but I think it's like Furby-ish. £2 for that. It says it's working. I will double check a little bit later. But let's get listing some of these items. The LL Bean, which I picked up yesterday. Don't know if you saw my last video. I just updated that. This really nice LL Bean jacket for £12.50. It is vintage, a women's medium. So, I don't know, maybe like a 14. I think it fits me, and I'm a 16. So, it's a little bit short in the arms. Yeah. I would say like a decent... Your girl's got long arms, but... I'd say a decent like 14. But you've got to have shorter arms. So that was a nice little pickup as well. In really good condition, and this was the one that was out of town, so just the village outside my town, which is a bit hit and miss in that place. And then a couple more items I'm going to list today. Alright, let's have a look. You're looking after your son's 2-year-old triplets. Wow. While mum and dad have a few days away. Oh, well deserved. It's definitely with triplets. I'm asleep, so I'm lounging. Oh, bless you. But you'll be knackered by the end of it. Have you got them all weekend? Gosh, it's hard. It is hard. 2-year-olds. Because they're just like getting into everything, aren't they? I don't know. Some 2-year-olds are quite placid, but I think boys at that age, they're just mad and they just want to get in everything and do everything, jump off the sides of the sofas and yeah. You sound like you've got your hands full. So let's start. Actually, let's start with this plush because I picked this up. And I want to just do a little bit more research. Where are my scissors at? Got him for £1, and I think there was sold for £35 for him. Unspeakable. Warren James, Los Angeles. So, last night, tonight, they've been away since Monday. Oh, 3 boys. Mad. Yeah, it's got to be mad. So, this is Unspeakable. Unspeakable. I'm going to put merch plush just because I think he has quite a lot of merch. He's got hoodies and all sorts. Right. Oh, do you know what? I've just seen a plush on here and I picked that up in town and I thought it was nothing. Someone's got it listed for 80 odd quid. Dan Howell plush. Dang. Dan and Phil. This is why I need to research more plush. Right, let's just have a quick look. Dan Howell plush. Let's copy that. 80 odd quid. I thought it was just like a weird plush because it's just got brown like button eyes, and I thought, oh, it's probably... Oh, Mr. Trick there. 100 and something, 80. Let me see if I can get it on here. Right, let me, yeah, Dan Howell plush. Let's have a look at solds, because there's 180. Okay, I missed a trick here. Womp womp for me. So here you go, the top one there. Don't know if you can see the little button eyes. £156 for 2. Oh, missed a trick. Look at them. So the one that I saw was the one that I've got on here that's like for 80 odd pound. This is the thing, sometimes you get YouTubers who have their own merch, oh sorry, a little bit on the wonk, who have their own merch and you don't realise that they're more rare. So 149.99 this one. Like guy with the button eyes. Let me show you the one that I saw. Oh, I knew I should have picked it up. Oh, you live and learn, don't you? So that was the guy that I saw with like the little circle on his top and then the Cadbury button eyes. Someone's got it listed for $83.91, but 2 of them together have sold for like 140, 150. Okay, so this one Dill Halter plush, £130 someone's got it listed for. But the other ones, you know, if you're selling 2 for 150, it's definitely something to look out for. That'll be on my radar now. Let me screenshot that. There's just so many plush out there. I'll put it on my Instagram, so if you want to know what they actually look like, I'll do a quick reel of what they are, because I'm sure there'll be more of those types of plush. But let's I think it's Minecraft. What did I say his name was? Oh, Unspeakable. Unspeakable Minecraft plush. We're going for about 30 odd pounds, I think. I've got to keep going back on the stream. Can't find him on here. Yeah, about 30 odd quid. That's fine. Let's get listing. This Wise top. Wise London Boho. Let's get that listed. Wise London Boho. Yeah, today in town, it's a little bit sparse. And I didn't go into town Tuesday. I've just sent some Lego off this morning because it sold on eBay, and one of the Star Wars ships sold, which is going international, so I sent that out today. Still waiting on another person to pay for some Lego. Boho, 3/4 length, 3/4 sleeve. But yeah, it's a little bit sparse in town. That's fine. I'm gonna definitely that guy now is winding me up. I might have to go into town just to find that plush. It's probably gone, to be fair. Who knows? But now it's in there. I'm sure someone picked it up. Who knows what they're worth? But you don't know. I don't know everything. Especially with plush. Okay, why is there we go. Someone's got one listed like that for 80 odd quid. Right. Shell shimmer. Can we do a shell shimmer? Please. That's not going to do that. She started tipping it down here, which is fun. Where's all that sand gone? Oh, Simon, you still in here? Hey, how are you? I watched the Gentleman Marketeer, his video on putting up all his shed and everything. Did an absolutely amazing job. I hope you're proud of yourself because it looks awesome. Yeah, and the price of it, amazing. you get that sense of accomplishment as well once you do stuff like that yourself. He did say it took him a little bit longer than what he expected, but if you're saving the money in that sense, then I just think, why not? You've obviously clearly got some really great friends who help you out in that, and it looked really good. I suppose it saves with like your storage, like your garage and all that. There we go, sold. But yeah, well done. That's what I want. Ba-da-ba. If anybody hasn't seen that, go and check it out, because there's a big job actually to do that just with a couple of you. I know when myself and John did the little summer house down at the bottom of the garden. I mean, it was mainly John, to be fair, but that was hard work. Oh, have you? Oh, cool. That's really cool. Have you got all your, what is it, just storage, or do you use that as your office as well? Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing as well, you just got to work it within your parameters. And if you feel like you need more space, I know that a lot of people go out into offices and stuff like that. I clearly went up, so up in the loft. But I'm sure it won't be long until I outgrow this. We have discussed about getting a new summer house or like storage shed thing in the garden to take John's initial summer house down. So John's summer house is like here, then we have like a tiny little gap, and then our normal like gardening shed where we were just going to do the whole length of the garden and then have my space and his space. But I think I will just need that for for all my stuff, really. So that's something that we still need to discuss. But yeah, you just work within your means, don't you? Wise women's cotton blouse. Let's get the blouse embroidered. My computer's a little bit slow, so I apologise if it's a little bit glitchy. Embroidered. So here we are. I don't know where my other tape measure is. Sledgehammer. I don't know why I got that in my head. So this is a 20 bit to bit. 20 bit. And then we'll just do that. Bit to bit is 20 inches. Should really do this with a hanger, because I might do it wrong. 23. Collar to hem. So what is everybody doing this weekend? Are we going to boot sales and stuff like that? Have we got sale trails going on? I've not been to boot sale in 2 weeks, so I'm getting major withdrawals. I've still got stuff to sort out. I think I'm going to go to one this Sunday though. There's one at my local town. They do a summer boot sale, so every beginning of the month during the summertime they do that, and then they have like a big one which will be the week after. It's like a summer bash, like whole town thing, so that will be good. So I kind of saving my money for that. I might also a normal shed, but I'm going to install laminate flooring and lights. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. You work properly in there. Perfect. That's it. You just got to do what's great for you. And, sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Sometimes we don't always have that outlay of getting like a massive, great big shed, but you just work within your means. Like, look at me. I'm just in the, let me just turn that down. I'm just in the loft. Added a couple of lights and some more shelving, and let's put that on. yeah, added a bit more shelving. I've still got a lot to sort out. So behind where the camera is, we have all of our games which we need to sort out. But I do need more shelving, and I need more boxes as well, because I'm only up to GE. I have I there, but it's only a small one. So I need to get some larger boxes. And then what my problem is that I have a lot of stuff still need to be putting away. But also I'm going out and getting stuff almost every day. Not every day, but at least every 3 days or whatever. I'm getting stuff, so I just need to try and do the turnover a little bit more. What I have done on eBay, and I definitely have noticed a difference, is I've taken all of my items off promoted listings. That has dramatically changed my sales. So let's just say this week has been absolutely dire. I didn't even make £200 this week. Oh, as in just gone. The week before I made 500. The week before that I made 700. And I've also got a sale on at the moment on my shop, because I thought, well, if I take everything off promoted listing and I still have a sale, hopefully there should be some more organic sales, which I've had 1 or 2, but it's nothing. Like Vinted has been doing pretty good. Hey, how are you? Yeah, Vinted's been doing pretty good, but eBay's just proper dropped off. And I know there are times, because I think maybe it's because the kids have just been on holiday and parents are busy, they're not buying, or etc, etc. But I also think, taking stuff off promoted listing affects it. On the other hand, I saw something the other day, and with promoted listing and ad fees, I nearly paid £10 out of my £30 which I got. So it's just ridiculous. It's mad. It is mad. I have started doing cross-listing on the Vendu app, but again, that's money outlay, so you pay for however many listings you want to cross-list. I might have to look for a different one. I think I get 125 listings for £16. And I said to John, if I don't sell anything, if I don't cover the cost of the £16, I know it's not huge, but it's still an outlay for the month, then I won't do it. But within the first day I had made treble that amount. It's just being consistent. And I think that's what I was saying on the YouTube channel, is that I need to be a little bit more consistent. And then John was like, well, why don't you just do a live then? Because you haven't got to edit anything really. It gets uploaded straight away. You can talk to people and have that interaction whilst I'm working, which is a really good idea. So that's why I'm on live now. So that is a large. Hey, how are you? I'm doing okay. I've had better days. I'm not gonna lie, but we're still here. I'm breathing. I've got food in my belly. I've got, most important, coffee, and I have work. There's worse things that could be happening. So I am well. Better than I deserve. How are you? So this is the large. Let me just put that down. Otherwise I'll forget. Large. L. And then I'll take photos later. Yes. Let me take that. Cut. And then we will use AI. Does anybody else use their AI description? Embroidered, a versatile stylish top. Just make sure if you do that you're double checking everything that it writes out. No visible flaws or faults. I'll check the chat in a minute. Hang on, sorry. Colour may vary due to lighting, camera. yeah, so there is a boot sale. What are we, Thursday? Saturday, which I might go to, which is Cambridge side. Let's just quickly save that. And then I have the Woolpit one, which I might do. Actually, I think it might be Fordham. There's a lot going on this weekend. And then the one in town. So I'll see. So I never use the AI because I think people can tell and it's off-putting. I just repeat the title of the listing and do a new paragraph for any important details. That's pretty good. I use AI just because I'm lazy and I edit it. So I'll put as many item specifics in and then I'll let it generate whatever. And then if there's something that I don't like, then I'll just take it out. And I always put about the item, you know, the colour may vary due to lighting or the camera, because I've had where people have said, this is not the right colour in the photo. It's just the sunlight's hit it in a different way. So I cover my back that way and I say no other visible flaws or faults. Especially with jumpers, I make sure that I clarify that the measurements are in the photographs and that there's no shrinkage and no stretching, especially with wool and stuff like that, because I have had it where people bought jumpers from me and then said, oh, it's shrunk, and you can clearly tell that they've put it in a wash instead of hand washing it. And yeah, so that's just through learned experience where someone's tried to claim money back from an item which is sent fine, but then obviously returned because it's shrunk. So that's the main thing. But if AI can help me out, then I'm happy. But each their own. So this is a Lockmere machine washable cashmere, extra small, which is mad. But it's a really nice colour, like a deep royal purple. Yeah, 100% cashmere. I think it's a 30 wash. Yeah, do not tumble dry. It's a nice little roll neck as well. So let's get that listed. Right, a Lockmere cashmere jumper. So my phone's going mad. Buzz. Okay, that's fine. Extra small purple. Oh, I forgot to put roll neck on there. So I was speaking to John this morning, and I'll divulge a little bit that I've just not been feeling reselling at the moment. I don't know whether it's because I'm inundated with like videos, lots of videos and content, but I definitely feel a pressure to put content out there because one, you're always competing with people, and yeah, I think there is a pressure. I suppose I put the pressure on myself really, but there's always a pressure to do better and do more. Oh my gosh, my battery's going to run out on my camera. So that's something that I've been thinking about. Also, you know, it's quite a lonely-ish job, so coming on lives hopefully will alleviate that a little bit, because I can speak to people who are jumping on. Yeah, so yeah, it's a bit up in the air at the moment. I just think trying to because I'm quite self-critical, so trying to produce content which is similar but not copycatting. And I know that, I mean, I've had people message and say like, do some more car boot sale videos, and I just think to myself, is there not enough content of that out there? What's different about every other car boot sale video? I know obviously people pick up different things and different personalities, but I'm trying to hone in what specifically that I bring to the table. And if that means that I've got to step back a little bit, I will. Obviously that clearly affects my subscribers, because people just drop off if I'm not putting up every week, or sometimes twice a week. People will just be bipolar and and not watch it and unsubscribe, and that's up to them. But it just annoys me. I'm like, you either follow me or not. You either subscribed or not. So yeah, it's in a turmoil at the moment, but I'm sure I will get over it. Trying different things, trying different video concepts, but a lot of people like to consume the same thing. So when you bring something new, it's not always the best, or it doesn't always perform the way you expect it to. So yeah, I'm trundling along, but I'm just trying to think of how to be the most authentic that I can without being dragged into that reseller gimmicky thing that's happening at the moment, which I feel is happening. I'm not saying that everybody's like that, but that's the way I feel at the moment. So hopefully I'll get out of my funk, but I'm just trying to crack on with work and not compare myself to others, because like John keeps saying, the comparison will steal your joy. So maybe focusing on a niche could help to gain a unique audience and also provide something to chase. Yeah, for example, the Welsh Poker Picker has Pokemon. Maybe you could have Jellycats or something you're passionate about. Yeah, see, that's the thing, you know. I love doing that, but I didn't want to, because I'm quite eclectic. There's nothing that I would be like, oh my gosh, like I love picking up plush, and that is one of the main things, but I didn't want to bottleneck myself into a thing where only that type of audience comes here. So I have been debating doing another channel which is more like a vlog, which is more like not just reselling. So that's something that I've been thinking about, and I might carry it on. I might start it even. Carry it on, I've not even started yet. Yeah, there might be a line which I go down, but at the moment, yeah, just keep on keeping on, I guess, as we do. I'm really concerned about that battery. I wonder how much I've got left. I have to stop the live stream. How long have I been going? Half hour. Okay, that's fine. I would love to do you know what? I would love to do like a Jellycat niche and be those like Jellycat inspired people who gets invited to like Jellycat events. Can you imagine? I have like the big sun Jellycat and stuff like that. But I'm just I don't know, I'm just not that type of person. I'm a little bit like black or white. I'm not like, oh my gosh guys, look at this Jellycat. I'm like, Jellycat, woo! Let's move on. Like, I don't know. Not saying those people were false, but that's the... I'm quite, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Whatever it is, I'm that. Right. So look, me Scottish roll neck, 100% cashmere. Yes, yes, yes. That's what we want. But yeah, I'll definitely look at... I'm trying to find a niche or what I would focus on a bit more. Clothing is great, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. No idea. Anyway, let's crack on with that. Lockmere, complete your listing. I'm worried about that battery. If it cuts out, I apologise because I didn't change the battery in the camera. Extra small is 18 pit to pit. Pit to pit. Might have to come off and then come on again. 18 inches. Collar to ham. Let's make sure. Well, speaking for myself, I have no interest in Pokemon, but I still watch a Pokepicker everybody. Yeah, same. Yeah, I'm not a big, like, I was at the era of growing up with Pokemon, but I still watch. There's only a few resellers which I do watch. I would say 2 or 3 within the UK, and then about 4 or 5 in the US. I try not to indulge in too much. Just spitting out ideas, but maybe a money target displayed on the screen at all times, and when you reach that target you buy a treat yourself. You buy a treat for yourself or something like that. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good idea. Yeah, something to think about, isn't it? Was that a little hole? Oh, I found a tiny little pinhole in the roll neck. You see that? Just there. Like a little stitch. A little stitch will do fine. And I always, if I'm stitching, that's 19. If I'm stitching items up, I will take a photo of said stitch inside and out so people can see. They can't complain about they didn't realise it had a hole in it. Or a previous hole. Okay, let's save that. Save for later. Right. These are Ralph Lauren Black Label. They are a size 8, so they are rather small. I don't have any problem. I used to not pick up any smaller sizes, but I started picking them up because I know that any size people need them, don't they? Ralph Lauren Black Label jeans, UK 8. So we have some here listed for 50 odd pounds. How much did I pay for it? £5.50. Let's see, sold items. Oh, 60? Oh, that's brand new. Pre-owned 21. 20. Brand new. 15, 20. 15, 20. Ba, ba, ba. What colour? Straight leg, women. Let's go with that one. Also, it'd be good to know if you guys basically do a sell like this, or you create your own listing. Do you like copycat a listing, or do you create your own? I think it really depends on what it is, but 9 times out of 10 I will just sell similar, just because it's quicker. Orange jeans. Da, 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 da. UK 8. That's the label. CY number. Let's just put that on there. You sell similar to a listing that has sold for the price I want. I know it works then I just what I need. Yeah, exactly the same. You sell similar as well. Yeah, I just think it's a lot easier, isn't it? And I do exactly the same. If there's something that's like £30 odd and I'm thinking that price anyway, that's what I will click on. You're struggling listing at the moment, full time. You work full time and too knackered by the time I get home. Have tea and family time. Yeah, it's busy. It is busy life. What's the type of things that you sell, Dave? 16. Are they? Is it clothing? 2 rooms full of stock, so need to get a shifty on. Yeah, this is the thing. It quickly adds up, doesn't it? It quickly adds up. What was I doing? 16, I think it was, wasn't it? It quickly accumulates because once you've done 1 or 2 car boot sales, that's it. 32 waist. 32. Oh, inch waist. Let's do inside leg. 32. Can't be 32. Wait. I know if you've got a good day at the boot sale, you're bringing at least a couple of bags home. And sometimes I'm like that with the charity shops. 30 inches. 30 inch. Zip and button, vintage no, dark wash, yes. Theme, designer. I was going to go to do a video today, but because it's raining, it's put me off. Season is spring, summer, autumn, winter. You can wear jeans in any type of weather. It's like a staple for millennials, jeans. Does anybody follow like the millennial thing on Instagram? I can't remember what it's like. It's saying about how we used to go clubbing, but we always used to wear like workwear, like shirts and like knee-length skirts with pop shirts because we'd just finish work and go straight to the club. Oh, made me die. Calm, won't care. Machine washable, yes. Handmade, no. Where are clubs gone, hey? I sell absolutely anything, but just getting into clothes since January. Spent 3k plus on the clothes. Don't take any money out of the business, just reinvest it back in. That's what I've been doing at the moment. I think that's why I'm like, oh, because sometimes you need a little outlay for yourself. Ben Sherman shirts were the thing. Yes, Ben Sherman shirts. Cool. Right 90s, that is. Ben Sherman shirts. Spiky hair. Like, excessive amounts of gel on the hair. Dupe cologne. Oh dear. Those were the days, eh? We're going way back. They don't know how it was. It was absolutely banging. The clubs were jumping. Now it's all like festivals and stuff, isn't it? He was born in 78, so 90s were good days. Yeah, exactly. East Artisan jumper. Ben Sherman's a classic. It absolutely is. Save for later. So that's a good question. So I see a lot of super dry, and I don't pick up super dry. Just I've got 20% battery, so I will have to go soon. I don't pick up super dry just because I don't see a want for it. I definitely think there was a time where it was quite popular, but I just skip by it now. And Ben Sherman, unless it's like a proper 90s looking style, maybe like white shirt, I probably wouldn't even pick up either. I love picking up vintage stuff, but I think it just has to be, it has to have that like vintage vibe. I'm trying to think. Well, for me, it just has to have that like pull of nostalgia. But I don't know, do you guys still pick up super dry and like Ben Sherman stuff? I definitely don't. I think this is 100% cotton. 100% cotton. 100%. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Artisan jumper. Let's just go there because you're being weird. Yeah, and good luck getting into the club without proper shoes on, right? Like school shoes. You'd have to get in with shoes. None of this trainer stuff. Like proper work shoes. Like polished in some circumstances. You wear super dry, but honestly, I don't sell clothes much unless I get them for free. That's fair enough. Only super dry that sells is coats. All other stuff doesn't hold price, sadly. Yeah, and even like I've got a couple of coats hanging up here which just have been sat around for ages that I probably need to get rid of the boot sale. May come back into fashion again in the future, right? At the moment, I'm getting like a proper nostalgic hit with a big wide leg jeans and that are down to the floor, because when I was 15, 16, I was a bit of a grebo, and I have not fond memories of walking around when it's raining with jeans and the rain just soaking up like all the way up to my knees, and you're walking around dragging heavy jeans about thinking you're absolutely cool. So when I see like teens walking around, it gives me some type of trauma. Oh dear. But that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Knitted jumper. Knitted cotton jumper. There we go. I don't mind the wide leg thing, but I've been indoctrinated to skinny jeans now. I'm a classic millennial. Bag on the side, skinny jeans, a nice top. Why does it come up with Ralph Lauren? That's a jacket. I want a chunky knit jumper. You have to do that one ourselves. Yeah, wet bottoms. And the hem, because they were so long and they would just drag on the floor, your hems are ruined. But that's the kind of aesthetic vibe that you were looking for anyway. You don't want it neat. You want it all torn up and grungy and looking metal and hardcore. But yeah. I'm going to have to put chunky knit. I went through many stages of fashion. I was always like a garage girl. So I would say from like 12 to 15, garage girl. So classic like the shell suit, zip up, Adidas, mainly Kappa because Kappa was huge. Kappa bottoms, and then you had the big. I had a massive puffer coat. It was like banana yellow. It was like that faux waxy type of coat, and it was massive. I was like a massive walking banana. Yeah, and then I kind of went grungy. I went for the big darkness and pentagram and Offspring with the baggy jeans. Yeah, jet black hair. And now I've gone back to classic millennial t-shirt and jeans. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to start this one myself because we haven't got any same listings. So, those were the days. Those were the days. They actually were. I was in a good few metal bands, but didn't dress up in them clothes. Whatever goes. When I was on, yeah. Yeah. Right. What are we at? Oh, is that 16 or 18? I think it says 18%. Create listing. This is a really nice jumper. So East Artisan, single listing. Whoa. East. Artisan. I was gonna say listing then. Chunky knit. God, I can't believe it's like 2:20 already. Whoa. Okay. Give it a few more minutes and then I'm gonna crack on. Crack on with some work. I feel like I need another coffee. Is it a large or one? Large. Do you list on Depop at all? I've been recommended to use it for cameras, but still haven't gotten to it. So I listed on Depop for the first time a week and a half ago, and I got absolutely spammed with messages from people saying, "Oh, send me a picture via WhatsApp, blah 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 blah," and it was a head fry. So at the moment, I've taken things off of there, just for the time being, because it lasted for about 3 days. But yeah, and it's calmed down now, so I think I'll just, I don't know, I'll take my time with it. I'll just do every other listings, but I'm still focusing on Vinted and eBay at the moment. I know a lot of people do have Depop and they do really well on it, so I would say try it out, but expect people to like spam you with messages saying, "Oh, can you send me the pictures?" Like, I was getting annoyed. I was just like, just look at it. Just look at the bloody photos. I don't know if that is for everyone, but I definitely got that through it. You're back to work. Have a nice day. Same to you, Dave. Yeah, I definitely got spammed loads. But that might have just been me. People like sending me their phone numbers to send pictures over WhatsApp. I was like, what's wrong with you? The photos are just there. Obviously, it's people trying to scam me out of it and just getting like getting offers like straight away for silly amounts of money. Long sleeve knit. But I always say try it out, because you just never know. And sometimes it might be good for you, sometimes it's not. That's the joys of trying it out. Oh, would you say it's embroidered? No, I think that's just stitched on there, isn't it? Knit style is a chonky. Regular, yes. Pre-owned, yes. Large inner style comfort. Perfect for adding a touch of east. Regular fit, quality, versatile. Right. Oops. Oh. My very due to lighting camera. So with this, I will say no shrinkage or no stretching. Take the measurements, and then obviously if I get it sent back and it's smaller or bigger than the actual measurements, then I know that they've either stretched it out, washed it wrong. There's no 23, 24. 24. Collar to hem. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Whoa. Put some music on. Should really do this. I'll double check it. 25. Oh, there you go. Right, 12%. I'll do it when it's 10%, and then I know it's not gonna crash out on me. Oh, okay. So if you ever get banned on Vinted by the algorithm, hopefully not, I have a good tip for getting unbanned. That's cool. Would you share said tip? I'm not actually Vinted Pro at the moment. I didn't jump on that hype at the moment. I don't sell enough on there. I haven't really got enough on there, and that's something that I need to focus on a little bit more, which I've said. And I say it continuously just to remind myself that I have got other things on Vinted instead of just eBay. And now even just saying that, I'll open the cross-listing app and I'll cross-list some things which I've put in on eBay right now. Because that will help me out. Whoa. Yeah, sure. Send them a GDPR data deletion request, and it forces a human to review the case. And I'm betting most of the time they'll unban rather than do the process. Oh, okay, cool. So have you had experience with that, or you just know that that's pretty much what to do? This cross-listing app's taking blimmin' forever. I really like that chunky nap. Little guy, magnetic things. Right. Technically breaking some laws on their part, I think. But they did it with you. Oh, okay, cool. So they probably should have completed the process, but instead of the hassle, they were just like, I will just unban you. of yet, I've not been banned, so I'm not saying it wouldn't happen. Okay. Okay, so you've had some GDPR experience. Is it EU law which the UK abides by that concerns control around your personal data? Okay, if the company fails to act on request, they can be fined a percentage of their gross. Wow. Their failure to actually delete my data and unban me instead is lazy. Beneficial app. Right, okay. So yeah, they would get in trouble. But for you, I suppose it's win-win because you're unbanned now. I know some people have created. Is that because you created another? You created another profile, or it's just someone reported you? Because I know. I think it was Tom's Tat was saying that he had multiple. He got banned previously, and then he opened multiple accounts. And then they wouldn't reinstate his because he had pre-existing open accounts which were banned but were still left open. Is it that case, or is it just a random thing? Not too sure, but I think with them having Vinted Pro now, they're a little bit more like, well, this is a lot more resellers are on it. Where it was just like a bit of it was a bit like Spock to start off with, wasn't it? It was just like a marketplace to get rid of your excess stuff, but now it's definitely turned more of a reselling platform, which is great. A buying and selling platform. Yeah, it's great for us. Whoa. I thought I deleted that. Now I just signed up, started moving my eBay listings across over and got banned by the algorithm. Wow. The appeal also failed. No human involvement as far as I know. No reasons given. That's mad. Was it because you were listing a certain amount? Excuse me. Because I was thinking that might happen to me because I was using the cross-listing app and listing, I don't know, what was it? Maybe like 125 items that I could move over. I was thinking, oh, maybe it gets flagged if you list so many. But that's mad, isn't it? All in the same day. Yeah, I suppose if it gets flagged up on their system, then it just does an automated thing. And that's probably the right thing to do, is to get actual humans involved. So you can start selling again. Because Vinted is killing it at the moment. Like, I've seen people out there are making some good molar on Vinted. So if you're not on there, get on there and get listing. Especially with the whole eBay thing at the moment. Gosh, they're mad for doing that, aren't they? They're going to lose so much money from like promoted listings. Because I was promoting my listings, absolutely. But that's all gone now. They've lost out because it's greed. I think that's what it is they are greedy and they want more money. I've even contemplated doing like my own website and selling my stuff on there for a little bit cheaper, so it doesn't get so I don't get all the fees and stuff like that, and then people were able to purchase the items that I have exactly the same on my website for a little bit less, and then I don't get any fees or anything like that. I just pay out for the website. That's it. And the domain name. And actually, I've already got the domain name. I don't know, just vague references to breaking their terms, but I don't know what. Oh, okay. So it could have been... I've had a couple of them where they've taken it down where I've used a stock image of said item. So if there's a top or a dress, I would have got it offline, like someone wearing it, and they don't like that. They just like your own photos, because I suppose it's just like I'm selling my own stuff rather than a bit like eBay where it's actually a reseller platform. Yeah, you stopped promoting new listings. Yeah, absolutely. I've taken all of mine off. I just think it's ridiculous. Oh gosh, right, I'm gonna have to go because my battery is at 7%. But thank you so much for joining me. I will try and be a little bit more consistent in the videos, in the lives, and in life. If I don't see you this week, have a good weekend. Be blessed. See ya. Da, 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 da.